by the day, as we, in terms of opposition politics.
Okay.
And we're sliding gradually into next year's general elections.
Okay.
Oppositions are crying. They're making so much cry about a deliberate effort to sabotage opposition politics. Hold on, sir. You would respond. You would respond definitely, sir. So the common phrase now in the public space amongst informed Nigerians is that Nigerians gradually, if not already,
whose fault is that?
become a one-party state.
Whose fault is it?
What do you say to this?
Look, it is commonsensical. If you are in a party, the main opposition party we have in Nigeria is PDP. If you belong to PDP, we does not even have a national executive. Would you remain there if you have aspirations?
What about Labour Party?
It is for them to go. As APC prevented anybody from going to Labour Party. Even Labour Party is not what it used to be.
Our court party, sir, was okay. It was fine. Until Ademola Adeleke, they came from PDP and moved to a court party. Then suddenly, someone woke up one morning and said, we have factionalized the party.
Perhaps those who wanted to be governorship candidate in a court party, if they feel threatened that a bigger person, a more powerful person is coming to their party, they will feel threatened. That is not our business. It's for those members in the various parties to be steadfast.
Let me put you on the spot, sir. You are a good Muslim. I know you personally.
Alhamdulillah.
I know you are a good Muslim.
I thank God.
A good Muslim, just like a good Christian. One of the tenets, we do not lie.
I thank God.
Are you saying there is no deliberate effort from the ruling APC hold on, sir, to hollow out, to as it were, sabotage opposition parties, particularly PDP, Labour Party? Are you saying there is no deliberate effort?
If you have any evidence to it, please say it to the public.
The evidence is everywhere.
What is evidence?
Okay, take the spoiler role of Nyesom Wike in the PDP. Okay. Is it normal to use?
Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
You're asking me, sir?
Yes, I will ask you. Nyesom Wike.
Who is backing Nyesom Wike?
Who is backing him?
Yes.
Who would have been backing him? Does Nyesom Wike need anybody to back him to play the role he's playing?
Absolutely, he needs.
He doesn't.
Okay, so you think if Nyesom Wike was not FCC minister, he would have the wherewithal to do what he's doing?
Is it a fault that he was appointed minister of FCC? Because he had contributed to the success of Tinubu, and Tinubu decided as a grateful person to compensate him with money. So whatever he does with his private life and his private political role, he's not been forced to come over to APC. Recall that even in his state, a lot of political actors have crossed over to APC. He's not forced. He decides and he beats his chest that he's a member. And that's not my business.
In the Seyi Makinde interview we referenced when we began, one of the statements he made that went viral was that when Seyi Makinde, the G5, the governors, former governors, Ukweazu, Ugwuanyi, Wike, Makinde, when they met Tinubu, that Seyi Makinde said he was surprised when Wike told the president that he would hold the PDP for him.
Okay.
So they came out to the corridor, and Seyi Makinde said he asked Wike that is not part of what we came here for.
Was what Wike told the president?
Yes.
Was it the president who made that statement?
Good question. Now, the president told Seyi Makinde one-on-one that when Seyi Makinde was saying, are you nominating Adebayo Adelabu as minister so that he can, revamp APC in Oyo State? The president told Seyi Makinde that, no, it's not Adebayo I want, it is you that I want.
Okay, that was a wish?
The president was telling Seyi Makinde to leave PDP and help him resuscitate or revive APC.
Could he have forced Makinde to do whatever he wanted?
I just gave these examples to let you know that
these are irrelevant.
What is going on in the opposition parties is a deliberate effort to destabilize them.
If you, as unpowerful as you are, could anybody force you to go into any political party?
No, we're talking about inducement of anything, sir.
What type of inducement? Even if there's an inducement, are you forced to take an inducement?
Why not?
Why? So are you forced to take? Was Seyi Makinde forced to take?
And carrot, sir.
So he refused. And so, assuming that he refused, could anybody have forced him to do what he does not want to do?
The fear of the FCC is also there. But let's make progress. Make progress.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with the way the president has governed in the last almost 3 years now? Are you
Let me tell you, I actually
give him a score.
Let me tell you, I actually sympathize with the president because what he inherited in terms of the dilapidation of Nigeria, I'm sure he never imagined it. It was after he came in that a lot of things were, coming up. Remember also, if you talk of removal of oil subsidy, before the election, all the three main political gladiators who wanted to be president, they all said in unison that if they got in, they would remove fuel subsidy. So that means if Bola Tinubu was not the winner, if it had been, Atiku or Obi, the same thing would have happened. And any serious-minded person must not have the fear, he must have the courage to do what is right. Because if you don't do what is right, you may be merely postponing the evil day for the country. So as far as I'm concerned, I sympathize with him and I pray that God will continue to help him for him to succeed.
The rider to this is that some of the other candidates, Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, had said before removal of fuel subsidy, they would have put in palliative.
When did they say that?
To cushion the effects. They expected shocks.
They did not say that before the election. It was after the election that they said, so that they can have argument against Mr. President.
I know that they said that before.
Well, I didn't.
I know that they said that before. It's my field, so I know.
It's also my field. I'm also a man of public affairs.
It's my field, so I know.
I am a man, other than the fact that I didn't take journalism.
Yes. Was that even if you like, you protest from now till forever, I will.
It's about style.
You said that.
They all wanted the same goal of removing fuel subsidy. The style of each of them will certainly be different.
Lest I forget, sir, on this issue of Wike and the role he's playing, is it not becoming a liability? Should the president allow his minister run amok?
I am sure Mr. President will take the appropriate decisions where he decides, when he...
Is it not becoming too late?
Well, I don't know. It's up to Mr. President is his employer.
A minister cruising around in the Rolls Royce? You've been alive long before me.
Let me tell you, I'm not wicked. If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't do all the things he...
On your honor, sir, as a man of solid principles. I know you very well. You're a man of solid principles. How does it sound to you? How does it appear to you that a minister, a public servant, openly boasting that, yes, I bought the Rolls Royce and he's cruising in it? How does it sound to you, sir?
Well, I don't have all the evidences. I don't have the facts, but I know that... Let me tell you. We have EFCC in place. I still have confidence in EFCC. If EFCC believes they have enough evidence against him.
Let's if the National Assembly. When I mean control, I mean they do his bidding. More or less, whatever. I mean, Sabo, it's a fact.
Number one,
they have no. I've not made the question. Let me make the question. Let me make the question. They've not turned him down, not even once, on anything.
Yes.
So that's what I mean by control. The judiciary maybe not so overtly, but covertly. They also have. I mean, this Wike man we're talking about said he has been helping them, even in the Oshun scenario and all of that. But the point is this: having control of the National Assembly, isn't that expected to have been used to the advantage of the country in terms of rule of law, fighting corruption, and all of that? What do you say, sir?
Look, I am a lawyer of almost 50 years, and I will not come here and make reckless statements. I don't have facts about most of the things. It would be uncharitable for anybody to come here and indict the legislature and the judiciary. With regard to the legislature, I've been a member of the legislature before. I believe that the legislature, up to this moment, I have not had cause to disagree with them on any of the issues they have discussed. If they do, believe me, I would make my reservations known. So the fact that they are all so far in concord with each other, the executive and the legislature, means that there's some agreement between them. Maybe they agree with Mr. President on the issues. The legislature is made up of how much? 300 and 400.
360 in the 109.
Exactly. You wouldn't expect that 409 people, statesmen, will just will just agree with Mr. President on every issue if they don't have cause to believe in what he's doing.
And this is a good point where you just anchored now, and I'll take off from there. What is your opinion on the lack of values, principles, integrity amongst politicians? You said it now. No, hold on, sir.
I will respond.
Hold on, sir. You said you have not seen the National Assembly member disagree with it because they are statesmen. Why have they not disagreed? Brilliant point. Because the National Assembly, until now, was made up of, members from the APC, members from the PDP, members from the Labour Party. But then they all went into that National Assembly, both the Senate and the House, and there has been not one single disagreement on anything. Is that normal in a democracy?
Well, it may be normal if you agree with a new point being brought to you. Why not? You are not there to just go and oppose every thing that is brought. If you believe in it, you agree. If you don't believe in it, you disagree. They are free, they are independent.
So since almost 3 years, there has been nothing for these different parties.
Did you expect that the legislature would take a position of just opposing Mr. President, whether what he brings in is right or wrong? And do you have any particular issue that Mr. President took to the National Assembly and the National Assembly ought to have opposed and they did not oppose? If you have any,
there are few, there are quite a number. The tax reform bills, we didn't hear anything from the National Assembly members. Indeed, it was members of the APC that were actually at the vanguard. The first resistance to that tax bill, if I remember very well, was the governor of Borno State, an APC member, and a few other senators based on APC, not Labour senators or reps, not PDPs. In fact, so as we speak now, sir, hold on, sir, as we speak now, almost all the senators and reps from the opposition parties, they've all decamped.
So whose fault is it?
What is that's what brings me to the question, and I repeat it. What is responsible for the lack of values?
You cannot use that as a measure of non-existence of values. You cannot use what is happening there.
So are you saying our politicians have values, sir? Is that what you're saying?
Let me tell you. I can speak authoritatively on the issue of values in Nigeria.
Okay. Please go ahead.
If you go, the problem is not with politicians, but with Nigerians as a whole. If you go to any community, as a politician, I've had to go to several communities. If you go to any community wanting to seek their support, instead of they asking, what will you do for us when you get to that position? What they are asking is, what did you bring for us? People don't have patience to wait until you get there. And I have always said this. People who become politicians, there's no particular school or college or institute where you are trained in Nigeria to become a politician. So if you remove all the assemblymen, legislators, and you bring in a new set of Nigerians, they are most likely to do the same thing, because that is the Nigerian factor. That is what Nigerians want to do.
Is Governor Shema not a man of principles? Because he said, one of the reasons that he said he would not support, hold on, sir. One of the reasons he said he was not going to support the president was that Nigeria cannot be a one-party state. There must be more. There must be pluralism. There must be multiplicity of choices.
Who is applying pluralism?
That is what is going on. If the president is going about, hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Just hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Yesterday, there's been rumors. I mean, let's use the most recent one.
Okay.
There's been rumors that Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf of the NNPP was going to decamp to the APC.
No, actually,
sir, hold on. No, let me finish that. I was so sure that it will never happen.
Yes.
Because that is the only party of that. That's the only candidate, governorship candidate of that party.
Yes.
I was so sure that it will never happen.
Exactly.